Greater Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for local sports. It's Tyler.
And JJ, and this highlight video is brought to you by the fine folks at Naples Rib Company, the perfect place to cater your next event.
Paramount, the site for a quarterfinal showdown with the undefeated Crescenta Valley Falcons. Tough test for the Pirates. Let's run 7-on-7. Cash Maluia won them their first round game at Norwalk, and Brian Gadsby, the gunslinger that makes the Falcons go.
Paramount was looking to mount a drive early on, keep the ball away from Gadsby and them. Harry Neal with a nice gain into CV territory.
Then Maluia, for a nice gain of his own into the red zone. He ran for 75 yards on the night, such a dangerous runner. Then the deceptive Neal, after a penalty, is going to take it 23 yards, winding his way through the defense to
Which
get
way
to
did he go?
2. You tell me. He's on the 2-yard line, but the cash exchange gets denied. Sean blocks, falls on it on the back end. A costly turnover there for Paramount, because that's when the Gadsby to Connor Van Ginkel connection got going.
Yeah, Deuce 7 suited somewhere Doyle Brunson is smiling. They were hooking up all night. Van Ginkel caught 6 passes for 69 yards on this drive alone, including this, the biggest play of the drive, really. 27-yarder all the way down to the 2. That ball on the money.
Yeah, perfect corner route, and then the great Gadsby is going to punch it in on the first play of the second quarter. 95-yard touchdown drive, and CV is up 7-0 on the road. Next Paramount drive, the Pirates think they've got their answer. Maluia to Marvin Lard, 51 yards into the end zone, but unfortunately they're going to have to point back to the backfield, and the dreaded hanky holding is going to wipe that off and give it back to the Falcon offense, and they were not done.
Yeah, that is a killer. Next CV drive, it's Jonathan June rushing for 37 yards up the sideline right here.
As he was going to be a factor all night rushing that ball. Didn't get too much in the first half. Shovel pass going to Boston Lakin. He plows his cat through Havid Yad. Boston Strong muscling down to the 2-yard line. And then Gadsby just going to plow it in again.
I mean, you got to get behind those Dan Stein blockers. That's the key to punching it in.
He disappears, then reappears with the touchdown. His second rushing score, and it's 14-0 Crescenta Valley. Maluia looking to make some magic. We know he's got this in his tool belt. Scrambles around, gets to the sideline, and that's a very late hit. And that actually took out our photographer, Tracy Roman, on the sideline. That's not cool.
Not cool.
Not cool. Safety first. But this drive would fizzle out on this incompletion in the end zone. Pirates just couldn't get the big play to break through for a score. Meanwhile, CV had big plays. The big play's in the van. Where's the van? The van was supposed to Ginkel. 54 yards on this pass. Deuce had 9 grabs for 195 yards as Gadsby threw for over 300 yards in a pair of scores. He's going to cap it off with his first passing touchdown, a 6-yarder to Tyler Hill. CV is up 21-0 at the break.
Yeah, that is exactly what the visitors wanted. I mean, home team feeling like they were so close to getting into this game, and the partnership isn't lost in the second half, which isn't good news for the Pirates.
No, Gadsby to Van Ginkel, who had way too much space there. He gets 61 more yards right here, down to the 7. That's going to set up another easy score. June goes double spin into the end zone from 7, and it's 28-0.
I think they call that the summer solstice, Tyler.
I think so. And he didn't exactly stick the landing, but he'll take the points. With their backs against the wall, Paramount needs to get something cooking. Cash out to Munchie, and he's going to munch up 30 yards on this reception. Then Marvin Lard and in charge, going to make this move and just go right up the crease. 17 yards for Paydirt. Paramount went 64 yards on 3 plays. Less than a minute later, it's 28-7. Next drive, can the defense come up with something?
Yes they can. Eric Fuller Jr. gonna pounce on this fumble, and the Pirates have momentum. It doesn't take much in high school football to take it back.
No, it does not. You're at home. It's a 3-score game. You've got time. And then Harry Neal gets his big boy game on. I mean, get off me. There's like 6 dudes in his face, but he's out of there. He's going to get brought down shy of the goal line, but that's a big-time run. Coaching staff losing their minds in front of the camera.
Wouldn't you?
Absolutely. 3rd and goal, Cash to Donzel Roddy. Go up and get it. A flag thrown on the play, but it would be against Crescenta Valley. The touchdown stands as Cash completed 7 straight passes for 171 and 2 touchdowns to slash that deficit in half. But hey, June, CV has the answer.
Yeah, they go to the ground to take the momentum back. June ran 11 times for 49 yards on the next drive. 16 plays that drive was, and took over 7 minutes.
Oof, and it came straight into your living room. The physicality of the playoffs. 4th and 8. on the 18, I'm calling it the 18, a huge play right here. If Paramount gets the stop, they still got time, only down 2 scores, but Gadsby goes pump, fires it to Jordan Lobianco, and he's behind the defense for the touchdown. A huge score to make it a 21-point game again with under 8 minutes. Paramount now in desperation mode.
Well, Cash is going to try to pick it up here in the end zone. However, Larkin, I mean, he was everywhere he needed to be, and that's pretty much going to do it.
Yeah, that's going to sew it up. Moving to 12-0 are the Falcons. Paramount just didn't make enough key big plays to pull off this upset on their home turf. Their season ends. Now the only team from the SGVL still alive is Downey, moving on to the semifinals.
Thank you to our sponsors, Naples Rib Company and Papa Lucci's, who put the Eat in 2nd Street and help us bring you these highlight videos.
Good season for Paramount. Unfortunately ran into a very good offense at home in the quarterfinals. You want coverage of the rest of high school football playoffs? Keep it locked right here, your home for local sports.